Indian Railways and the probing agencies are investigating multiple sabotage attempts to derail trains. Another case of a train derailment attempt has come to light from Uttar Pradesh. A major train accident of Kalindi Express, which was travelling on the Anwarganj-Kasganj route in Kanpur, was averted after the loco pilot applied an emergency brake. As per the reports, a deliberate attempt was made to derail the Kalindi Express by placing a gas cylinder en route. However, the accident was averted after the pilot heard the suspicious sound of the cylinder hitting the train. He happened to immediately apply the emergency brake in between the Shivrajpur and Bilhor region, seizing the train movement. Let's try and get in a sense of some understanding about all these incidents that have been taking place. There's been a spate of similar incidents in the past few years, and to get more information on that, I'm joined by Mr. Sudhanshu Mani, who is a former GM of the Indian Railways, also the creator of Train 18 and Vande Bharat Express. Many thanks to you, Mr. Mani, for joining in. First of all, the most basic question that comes to mind: what can the Indian Railway do to avert such accidents, especially considering that terror angles so far are being ruled out?
Okay, so there have been in recent months, and earlier also, but more so in recent months, cases of obstructions being placed on the track, stones, not very boulders, stones, steel spikes, and in this case, a cylinder. Now, this could be a case of a conspiracy, or could be a case of localized, troublemakers, some ruffians at individual level, not a conspiracy. It's a matter which only security agencies can investigate. So I will not like to comment on that. They are doing their investigation. Even in previous cases, we have still not learned whether it was a case of sabotage or was it case of an individual shaitani, if I would say that. Now, what can railways do? You see, it's a vast network and it passes through heavily populated areas, unprotected. Railways can do patrolling, and that patrolling is done by gangmen. It can also be done by RPF, but that can only be to give a sense that railways are alive. But it cannot really prevent if there is an attempt to deliberately place obstructions and derail a train. So it can be solved. If it is happening, it can be solved through intelligence and criminal investigation, which is a question of law and order and not really railways domain. Railways can really help in it, but I would say that it's a job of the security agencies. There is also news in social media, I don't know how true it is, that Pakistan-based terrorists have also given their sleeper cells the directive to try to derail trains. So
and that's why I want to bring you in, Mr. Mani. You've been somebody who's created these trains like Train 18 and Vande Bharat Express at a time when we are talking about revamping the Indian Railways. We are also living in the times of AI. How can AI come to our rescue in situations like these when you're talking about greater vigilance of the railway tracks?
So as I said, you can improve the patrolling level. You can tell the staff involved, crew, for example, to be more cautious. But that in itself cannot prevent an accident if somebody is deliberately trying to place an obstruction. Let me be clear on that. Because at that speed, say 130 kilometers per hour, and it's an object large enough to derail a train, cannot be seen from far. So I don't think that it's something that railways can alone do something about. But let me also tell you something. There is a tendency today of railway officials to, even before investigation begins, to claim that the accident took place because of a sabotage. And none of the cases sabotage has been established. You start from Balasore. There was a mosque nearby, and the news went around that because of that it happened. Then in Gonda, they said that there was a loud sound that the driver heard, and later there was no such thing. Actually, these were all cases which happened because of railways.
Also, Kavach system, that also many in the railways have also highlighted how the Kavach is not being actively implemented as it should be.
So if we come to the subject of safety, not sabotage as such, what you're saying is correct. Railways have decided 3 years back, after a lot of experimentation, that they will not go for an imported system, they will go for Kavach. So since they have decided, they would have established its reliability. So I'm assuming that they have established the
Alright.
reliability of Kavach
Alright.
system. So the rollout should be much, much faster than it has been. There's no doubt about it.
Alright.
Rollout has been, actually, there is not a single kilometer which has been added in last 3 years. So that performance is not at all good. It should be done. And you talked of AI. AI can be used to improve safety in a massive manner because
All
there's
right,
a lot
I'm
of
afraid
data.
I'll have to leave it at that. But
Yeah.
thank you for highlighting those very crucial aspects of railway security. Many thanks to you, Mr. Mani, for bringing in all those precious insights to Plain Speak. And with that, it's a quick wrap from my end. Thank you so much for watching. Up next is the Hard Facts with Rahul Shivrajpur.